you have amazing potential, and you are a rising star in Jamaica. Within your music, there's a lot of spirituality as well. You roll everywhere with a band. Live music is very important to you, instrumentation. Tell me a little bit about what the process of trying to promote spiritually conscious music worldwide, and some of the struggles that you see in that, and also in what ways is it actually helpful?
Well, it's an interesting journey. My thing is very unique in the sense that I have a strong background in hip-hop music as well as reggae. So my music is not only more skewed to the conscious side, but it also has this hip-hop element in it, where like I will construct my rhymes in a kind of hip-hop way. So people who are pure within the reggae industry, you can tell that some people just don't gravitate towards that. You know what I mean? That cause we're very much about, in Jamaica, you know, we like ourselves and we like what we do. You know what I mean? So you have people within reggae music that just want to keep it pure as possible. They don't even want it to use a synthesizer that sounds like dubstep, you know, the music. You know what I mean? So there's that element. But as far as the message, I remember I did a song, and this was the first time I was really linking with like established producers in Jamaica, Chimney Records, and it's actually some youths I went to school with. It was the first time I was working with them, and they sent me a rhythm, and it had like these major chords in it and thing, and most of the artists on the rhythm either sang a song about like two songs on it named Never Give Up. Chronix has one, Ain't No Giving In, and Zaga said, Ain't No Never Give Up. And there were like some love songs on the rhythm. So now I get this rhythm, and I actually link my brethren Var, who is here, and me and him sit down and wrote the chorus for this song called No Capitalist. Now, I remember when the rhythm come out, and you know, you're listening radio to hear the juggling and see what the songs the DJs have played. And maybe 3 times out of 10 I heard myself. You know, it's like, you notice how the DJs set up them juggling. They play the songs about poverty, and then they play the songs, the love songs, and then that's it. Oh, because that is just typically how artists write songs. You know what I mean? And I found that reggae music, you have these set themes within the music, and a lot of artists tend to stick to these themes. And once you go outside of that, and especially you go with a topic that people consider like too deep, it's like the DJs, they're not interested in playing that song. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's an interesting journey to see, you know, the reaction from people. But then when I go to Europe, as John said, you know, that's like one of my biggest songs over there. You know what I mean? So we got through a lot of things in Jamaica, you know, locally. The local dynamic with music, you know, is a whole different ballgame altogether. You know, there was a time when, you know, the conscious kind of revolutionary, the rebellious kind of music was popular music. I think the last time that happened was around 2003, 2004, when Sizzla dropped the Real Thing album, and they had like Drop Leaf Rhythm and Seasons Rhythm, Don Carleone, and you're in the dance and you're just hearing one drop rhythms and everything. But nowadays, before we kind of start getting 1 or 2 of our songs in rotation, it's like the conscious music and the one-drop rhythms and the roots rhythms and everything, they're not really getting featured on any, you know, any significant level. You know, so worse now as a man like me, you know, who is like this half rapper, doing reggae music, talking about ancient Egypt and things like that, where Rasta born out Egypt and all of them things. So that's another dynamic within my music as well, where it's very unique, you know what I mean? Because I speak about things that not the typical Rasta don't necessarily sing about those kind of things. So, you know, it's a thing where, as you said, you know, how we go about promoting it. The challenge on me now is to reach out directly to the people who are interested in what I'm interested in. And that's why we've been heavily using social media. You know what I mean? So I can't depend on the DJs them to play my music. I can't depend on the sound man them to play my music, because it's a different frequency, it's a different vibration than what typically people want to party to. You know what I mean? So, you know, until the frequency and the vibration start to change, it's like we just have to push the music directly to people. You know what I mean? I did my first Europe tour in 2012. That's before any songs were playing in Jamaica on local radio. You know, and between my management team and a sound man that we linked with in Europe, we put together like 14, 15 shows. You know what I mean? Some small crowds and some, you know, between like say 50 to 300 people, but at the end of the day, it's an investment, you know, and that's how we have to go about the music as independent artists. You know, just take the music directly to where it's wanted and where it's needed. To the point now that some of us are getting deals with labels now, and we're being recognized, and we're having big tours with tour buses and nightliners and all, you know, and it's all organic, it's from the ground up. You know, what you see now from me, Jana and Chronics, this is like, I remember when Jana introduced me to Protege, that was like 7 years ago. You know, she carried me to Jamnesia, which is people consider like the mecca for this revival thing, you know what I mean? Because a lot of us learned about live performance, stage performance, them thing they're from Jamnesia, you know? So it's a journey, and we can only be ourselves. That the thing about it is, you know, I always tell people that we as the artists, all we can do is just be true to ourselves. You know, we don't plan these things. This whole revival thing is it's not like a movement that we sat together and structured and we say, oh, we want to do this in this phase, or this is who we want to target or who we want to address. We just did music, and we gravitate towards the artists that we feel akin to, you know what I mean? And some of us are friends, some of us are closer than others. But, you know, we're just doing music, and we're just doing what we feel is real, you know, and it's people that see and feel the connection and put these titles. I've heard so many different names for this thing. Roots Revolution, the Reggae Revival, the Renaissance, you know, and all we're doing is just making music and singing and performing, you know, but we appreciate the love that we get. Because when we go places and people telling you that the music is changing lives, like some of these artists who buying up these big vehicles and these things, you know, it's hard to see them getting them kind of thing there from people like, this music completely changed my life. Like this, I feed this music to my kids. You know what I mean? This is the song that I wake up every morning and listen to. When you hear things like that, for me it's more rewarding than anything else, you know. So we do.